You wanna know something dumb? Real dumb? Because I'm about to tell you something, so I hope that you're ready for this. So we live in a really cute little neighborhood. We got a little townhouse. It's the nicest place we've ever lived in. We're right off a nature trail, and it's just lovely. And we've got great neighbors. Well, we had great neighbors until Trisha moved in. We don't really know her name, but we call her Trisha. Trisha thinks that the rules don't apply to her. You know the people that are like this way. And so Trisha has these two dogs. I love dogs. I'm an animal person. But what I don't love? Dogs off leash. And Trisha loves to let her dogs off leash. So as you know, I have 3 cats, one of whom is a total nutso. He has to go outside, which maybe isn't that crazy of a thing. We think he might have been an outdoor cat before we adopted him. So we have to take him on walks every day, usually twice a day. And I say have to because we do have to. If we don't, he'll scream at the windows and like jump up the windows to try and escape. But if we take him on a walk, he doesn't do that. He just naps. So we walk him. We did walk him around the neighborhood. But once Trisha started letting her dogs out running around, I couldn't in good conscience let my son out on his leash because he could get nabbed by the dogs. So the first instance that it happens, oh, hey, Alex, I'm just talking to my buds. The first time that it happened, I thought there was a stray dog on the loose. So the dog was just running outside my house and I'm like, oh no, stray dog. And here's me, stray dogs happen, I save them. One time I almost got bit. Stop, Lauren. Okay, I won't tell you about that time because Lauren will get distracted, as we all know. So anyways, I see these dogs running out. I think that they're off leash, lost. And so I go out and I try and take a picture so I can post to next door. And then I see Trisha and she's just out standing, watching. She sees me take a picture. I'm like, is this her letting her dogs out? Yeah, it was her. So she kept letting them out. And we would just see them running around our apartment, turding outside our window. And Trisha does not pick up the turds. Trisha would never pick up the turds. We all have little fenced in yards here. They're but they're big enough that a dog could like use the facilities in the yard easily. We also live in a prime locale for walking. Trisha might not even own leashes. So she would just open her back gate and just let the dogs run. And I would see them run up to other dogs who were on leash and corner them. One time I was looking out my front window and saw this lovely young woman with her baby on one arm and her dog in the leash. And the lady's dogs ran up to her and she almost dropped her baby because they were not attacking, but like trying to attack, like barking at the dog on her leash. So then I didn't call yet. Here's why I called. So you might not know this because I've been disappeared for months, but I'm like an avid rollerblader now. It's my new skill. And I'm going to show you guys because I can like do tricks and stuff. So I have to get a rollerblading vid. But we were rollerblading around the sidewalks in our neighborhood. Cruising around, me and Alex. Alex was on a skateboard, I was on my rollerblades. And Trisha's dogs are off leash. And they chase us down and try and attack us. I was on my blades, I'm like, whoa! Almost fell. And when I got away, they turned tail and they ran to attack Alex. Not okay with that. So that day, called the leasing office. Excuse me, there is an idiot letting her dogs run loose and they tried to eat my heart today. And so they're like, oh, we've had complaints about this before. We are gonna send her a fine. Because other people have been having this issue. And I also told them of like the other issues that I have seen of her dogs almost attacking people. So then I noticed something really weird. Trisha all of a sudden bought leashes and she was walking her dogs outside my window. Right here. There's a window here. You can't see it, but I can see it. It's right here. And Trisha was walking like inches from my window, like looking in. And I'm usually relatively decent in my home because I have a lot of windows, but like, come on, man. Sometimes you're in here in your undies and I definitely don't want Trisha, of all people, seeing me in my underoos. So that goes on for a couple days. Every day, every morning she's walking by my windows. So one day I'm out on my back in the little backyard working on my laptop because I work from home. I'm a techie, you know. Trisha comes up. I hope you know why I've been parading around your yard every day with my dogs on their leashes. I'm trying to show you that they are not aggressive dogs. My dogs are not aggressive. And I'm like, remember that time that they chased me down? And she's like, she didn't have anything to say. And so she's like, well, I just want you to know you cost me a lot of money. And I'm like, well, I hope you learned your lesson. And if you're like, wow, Lauren, that was really good sass. I know. And it wasn't even that good of sass. It was just the fact that like, I talked back to somebody who was like berating me in my own yard. I then went inside and had a full-blown panic attack, sobbing, hysterics, hyperventilation, thought I was gonna die. I did not die, here I am still. And Alex, I'm actually still pissed at him about this. He went down and yelled at Trisha. But I had already called the leasing office and was like, Trisha was berating me in my own home. She was telling me that I cost her all this money. And they're like, that's not appropriate. We're gonna call her and yell at her again. The story doesn't end here, okay? The next day, I see Trisha walking up to my house and I'm like, oh my God, what is she doing? So I hid, obviously. And then I looked out in my backyard and there was this gift wrapped in tissue paper with a little note on it that said, from the bad dog neighbors, we're sorry we upset you. Apology not accepted, Trisha. So I was afraid that there was going to be like a bomb or drugs or something in there, like that would immediately kill us. So I had Alex open it because he's more resistant to like bombs and drugs than I am, assumedly. And so he opened it up and it was like this really upsetting. Do I have it? No, I think I got rid of it. I donated it to Goodwill. It was a cat collar that had a little checkered bandana on it. And so I'm like, I'm not going to put something that Trisha picks out of my cats, obviously, because actually they have these really cute Neko Ichi collars that I got for them. This is Luna's. Look at that little Maneki Neko on there, the little lucky cat. So I didn't need that shit, Trish. I didn't need that shit because I bought my own collars that are way cuter than that one. So she was trying to make amends and I slightly appreciated it. That was okay. She felt a little bit bad. Then my sister and the kids come to visit. First time, the kids are young, the kids are wee, and I walk outside and we are gonna go to the antique store. Luckily, children hate antiques. So it was just me and my sister who walked outside just at the time for Trisha's dogs to run up and try and attack my sister. So I called the leasing office again. Oh, guess what? Still not the end of the saga because the dog, she doesn't listen. Trisha doesn't listen. She still lets him out. He goes and eats my trash. We'll come out in the morning and my trash bag is ripped open and the trash is everywhere because her dog loves to eat trash. And then one other time, Alex got attacked outside. He was trying to take out the trash and the dog was like, I guess, coming over to eat the trash. And the dog got spooked and was like, trying to attack Alex. Again, I called the leasing office. So last time I called them in hysterics because the dog almost attacked my sister. I think that was the last time. They're like, we are so sorry that this is happening, but Trisha's moving out next month. And so that was that. I mean, Trisha still lives here, you guys. Trisha still lets her dogs out. Nobody cares. They care a little bit, but not enough to do anything. And so I'm leaving. I'm leaving this place. And I'm leaving Trish, and I hope I never have to see her again. Bad dog neighbors.